Hi everybody, welcome back to Resident Evil 2 Remake, and in this video I just want to talk about the different game modes and different options for those game modes that are available, because if you're new to Resident Evil, and especially if you're new to Resident Evil 2, you might not kind of realise how much more there is to offer in this amazing game. So you probably realise that if you start a new game, you can play as Leon or Claire. But what you might not have realised is it's not just a different character that you play with to go through the game. As you're playing through the game as these different characters, you will meet and experience and visit different parts of Raccoon City and the bits that are underneath Raccoon City, spoiler, and you'll meet different other people as well. So you should definitely always play Claire and always play Leon's story mode. Now, what you can also do is once you've played them, you then get the option for the second scenario select. Sometimes this is called A and B. They referred to it as A and B in the original Resident Evil 2. Now, although these scenarios aren't as different as the scenarios were in the original Resident Evil 2, they do have some subtle changes. You'll start in a different place. You'll start behind the police station. And you'll have different weapons, and you'll have some of the puzzles will be different, and also the ending is different as well. So that's why I think it's important to play through at least one of the second scenario selects. And also I think this is such an immersive game. I think it's such a good video game that it's great to go back into it when you kind of know what you're meant to be doing, because I think you can enjoy it then more. You know, you can really soak up the atmosphere that Capcom have obviously spent so much loving time and lots of resources to create this amazing game. So there we've got 4 different sort of games for the 2 main characters. You've got their main, the first run through, and then you've got your second scenario as well that you can work through. Now, we also have extra modes, and you might not have seen these as well. So you've got the Ghost Survivors mode. So these are small sort of single missions that involve characters that you might know about along the way. So for example, No Time to Mourn, we've got the chap you meet in the gun store. He's got to try and escape. You've got Runaway, which is a young girl who's going to be turned into a stuffed animal. And then you've got Forgotten Soldier, which is one of Umbrella's soldiers. So they're trying to get away within Raccoon City, or around Raccoon City. Now, it's arguable whether these stories are canon or not, but they're a lot of fun, and they're definitely worth playing. And I think they kind of flesh out the experience of what's happened in Resident Evil 2 in Raccoon City, and kind of to the people of all sides who are involved in it. If you complete a run through for Claire and Leon, you also then unlock the 4th survivor, where you're playing as Hunk, who's almost like this Umbrella super soldier, and he's left underneath the city somewhere. I won't spoil it. And then you have to escape to get back to the police station to then get extracted. And it's kind of reverse to what you do as, you know, Leon and Claire, where you kind of start off at the police station and then you've got to work your way down. Lots and lots of fun. Very, very, very challenging to complete, but again, it's giving you another aspect of Resident Evil 2 Remake. Arguable is that they're a bit arcadey. These, you know, they're not as survival horror-ish as the normal mode, but again, definitely worth playing through. And then if you complete the 4th survivor, then you get a fun mode called the Tofu Survivor, which was so you play Hunk's mission, but as a lump of tofu. But apparently the reason why this is here is because the tofu, or probably a box that looked like tofu, was used for bug testing and QA when they were developing the game, because it was a way of looking for how things bashed into each other. But the developers loved it so much that they've included it kind of as an extra secret mission in the main game. And there's different types of tofu you can unlock as well. So there we go. So hopefully that gives you some ideas and shows you kind of the length and breadth that you get within Resident Evil 2 Remake. Whatever you do, don't just play through it as one of the characters. At least play through it as the second character as well, so you flesh out that story and then dive into some of those other modes as well. Right, okay, so hopefully you found this useful. If you have, hit like. If you've got any other ideas, put them in the description box down below. And of course, I'll see you again soon.